Did you know that something as simple as the time of day you drink water could be secretly raising your blood pressure? Or that the evening cup of coffee you enjoy might be putting you at risk? I'm Dr. John Maxwell, and after 38 years in geriatrics, I've seen how small habits can cause big health problems, especially when it comes to your blood pressure. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. It creeps up on you, and by the time you notice it, it can already be doing serious damage. But what if I told you that some of the most common daily habits, things you probably do without even thinking, are secretly triggering spikes in your blood pressure? And here's the best part. You can start making simple changes today to protect your heart and your health. Stick around because in just 1 minute, I'll share with you the 3 hidden blood pressure triggers you absolutely need to check on every single day, especially if you're over 70. Number 1, monitor your blood pressure regularly. Now, the first step to protecting your blood pressure is one you may already know, but you might not be doing it as often as you should. I'm talking about monitoring your blood pressure regularly. Every day, your blood pressure can change. It can go up when you're stressed, when you haven't had enough sleep, or even if you've had too much salt that day. But if you're not tracking it, how will you know when something's wrong? Now, I know some of you might think, well, I only need to check it when I feel something's off. But here's where that thinking can hurt you. Most of the time, you won't feel high blood pressure until it's too late. By then, it may already be causing serious damage to your heart and your arteries. That's why checking your blood pressure regularly is not just a good idea. It's absolutely essential. Here's the thing. When you track your blood pressure, you catch those small changes before they turn into big problems. So how do you make this easy? First off, get a reliable home blood pressure monitor. Make sure it's one that fits your arm properly, and try to take your reading at the same time each day, preferably in the morning before you've had breakfast or coffee. And don't be intimidated by those numbers. Even if you're seeing something higher than normal, it's not the end of the world. You have the power to make changes and catch problems early. Number 2, hydrate earlier in the day. We all know that hydration is important for our overall health. But did you know that when you drink water, could be just as important as how much you drink? This is something I often see overlooked by my patients, especially those over 70. Many of us are in the habit of drinking a big glass of water right before bed. It feels like a healthy choice, doesn't it? But here's the thing. Drinking too much water too late in the day can actually disrupt your blood pressure, and it might even keep you awake at night. Here's why. When you drink water late in the evening, your body starts to process it just when you're winding down. This can cause your kidneys to work overtime, which increases the load on your cardiovascular system. This puts unnecessary strain on your heart, especially if your blood pressure is already higher than it should be. But there's good news. By drinking more water earlier in the day, you give your body plenty of time to process it before you lie down for the night. This simple change can help reduce nighttime blood pressure spikes. So how can you make this work? Start your day with a glass of water before breakfast. Keep sipping water throughout the morning and early afternoon, and try to avoid large amounts in the evening. Aim for consistent hydration throughout the day, and you'll feel the difference. You might be surprised at how much of a difference this can make in your blood pressure management. Not to mention, it'll help you sleep better too. By subtly rehooking the viewer with the connection between hydration and blood pressure control, this section reinforces the immediate action they can take. The unexpected benefit of better sleep ties the idea together in a way that feels like a 2-for-1 solution. The emotional arc builds trust through the gentle explanation of why the timing of hydration matters, delivers surprise with the revelation that nighttime hydration can disrupt blood pressure, and calls viewers to action with a simple, easy-to-implement change. 3. Cut back on evening caffeine. If you're like many of my patients, you've probably come to love that evening cup of coffee or tea to help you relax after a long day. It's a comforting ritual, right? But what if I told you that this daily habit could actually be keeping your blood pressure high and preventing you from getting the restful sleep your body needs? Here's the problem. Caffeine is a stimulant. It may give you that little boost during the day, but drinking it in the evening can interfere with your body's ability to wind down at night. That's right. It can keep your blood pressure elevated even when you're trying to relax. The real kicker? You might not even realize the impact caffeine is having on your blood pressure. It's subtle, but over time it can lead to higher readings and restless nights. And as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to caffeine's effects. But there's good news. You don't have to give up your evening ritual entirely. The key is making small adjustments. Try switching to caffeine-free herbal tea or warm water with lemon. You'll still have that comforting, relaxing routine without the late-night caffeine spike. It may take a little time to adjust, but once you do, you'll likely find that your blood pressure starts to improve and you'll sleep more soundly. Plus, the evening routine will still be something to look forward to. Think back to how your nights have been feeling lately. Are you waking up rested? Or are you tossing and turning, struggling to fall asleep? If you're dealing with restless nights, cutting back on caffeine in the evening could be one of the easiest and most effective steps you can take to improve your sleep and your blood pressure. Think back to how your nights have been feeling. This prompts seniors to reflect on their own habits and how the evening caffeine might be affecting them. The gentle reminder of how a good night's sleep can positively impact their health, especially in relation to blood pressure, draws a connection between personal experiences and actionable change. Number 4, practice relaxation techniques before bed. By now, you've probably realized that small changes in your daily routine can help manage your blood pressure. But what if I told you that there's one final simple step you can take to ensure your heart stays healthy, and it costs you absolutely nothing? Relaxation techniques before bed. It might sound simple, but they can do wonders for lowering your blood pressure, especially after a long, stressful day. Stress is one of the biggest contributors to high blood pressure, and it's something we all deal with, whether it's from health concerns, family worries, or just the pressures of life. The thing is, when stress is left unchecked, it can elevate your blood pressure and keep it high, even when you're at rest. Now, here's the good news. You can quickly activate your body's relaxation response by practicing something as simple as deep breathing. You won't believe how easy this can be. Before bed, take just 5 to 10 minutes to sit down, close your eyes, and take deep, slow breaths. Breathe in for a count of 4, hold it for 4, and breathe out for 4. Repeat this cycle. And if you like, you can add a gentle scent, like lavender or chamomile, to make it even more soothing. By practicing this technique just once or twice a day, especially in the evening, you send a signal to your brain that it's time to relax and let go of the stress. And with that, your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, and your body prepares for a restful night of sleep. Not only does this simple practice help reduce your blood pressure, but it also leaves you feeling calmer, more centered, and ready to rest. It's a small habit that makes a world of difference. The line, "You won't believe how easy this can be," sparks curiosity and adds intrigue, encouraging viewers to stay engaged and discover how simple the relaxation technique can be. This creates an immediate payoff for viewers who might be skeptical about the power of such a simple technique. The emotional arc here transitions from stress, acknowledging life's challenges, to relief, learning a straightforward method to de-stress, and finally to peace, the calmness that comes from regular relaxation before bed. The action to follow, incorporating a few minutes of breathing, is something that feels manageable, even for seniors. Ask ChatGPT. 5. Talk to your doctor about nighttime blood pressure spikes. Now, there's something that many seniors overlook when it comes to managing their blood pressure, something that can be a silent danger. It's the issue of nighttime blood pressure spikes. You see, blood pressure often spikes during the night, especially for older adults. It might be a natural response to stress, medications, or even poor sleep, but these spikes can significantly increase your risk for heart problems, strokes, and even kidney damage. The problem here is that, unlike daytime spikes, you won't feel these nighttime surges. They're happening while you're asleep, and you may not even know they're there. This makes it difficult to catch them unless you're actively tracking your blood pressure at night. That's why it's so important to have an open. They may recommend monitoring your blood pressure during the night, adjusting your medications, or even setting up a nighttime routine to help mitigate these fluctuations. If you're waking up feeling more fatigued than you should, or if your blood pressure has been unpredictable lately, it might be time to talk to your doctor about this. It's not something to ignore. You deserve peace of mind when it comes to your health. And speaking to your doctor can give you just that. It's one of the most important steps you can take to ensure you're doing everything you can to protect your heart, your kidneys, and your overall well-being. The emotional arc here moves from anxiety, the hidden risk of nighttime blood pressure spikes, to relief, the reassurance of consulting a doctor and finding a solution, and ends with action, encouraging the viewer to take that step and speak to their doctor. The gentle urgency is built around the need to address this potentially dangerous issue without panic, offering an empowered and informed next step. You deserve peace of mind when it comes to your health. Conclusion. As we wrap up today's video, I want to thank you for spending this time with me. I know that managing your health, especially as you age, can feel like a constant challenge, but I truly believe that small, thoughtful changes can make a huge difference. And you've just taken the first step toward better heart health by learning these simple but powerful tips. By monitoring your blood pressure regularly, adjusting your hydration habits, cutting back on evening caffeine, practicing relaxation before bed, and talking to your doctor about nighttime spikes, you're not just lowering your blood pressure, you're actively taking control of your health and well-being. You see, this isn't just about numbers on a blood pressure cuff. It's about living the life you want to live, free of worry, full of energy, and with peace of mind. You deserve to feel good every day. And the steps you take today will help you create a future where you're not just surviving, but thriving. Remember, these small changes add up over time, and they'll have a lasting impact on your health. So, what will you do next? Which of these tips will you try first? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share which tips stood out to you, and let me know how you're planning to take action. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. I'm here to help you every step of the way. Take care, stay healthy, and remember, you are in charge of your own health story.